Hey guys, this is Amanda with Disordered Mind, and I wanted to talk about the pain that I'm in with my back and my leg. Today's Friday, and I normally have class from 8:45 to 11:30. And I woke up this morning and I had a tremendous spasm, Charlie horse, whatever you want to call it, in the back of my calf. And I had my mother rub it, because I thought maybe if she rubbed it, it would disperse the pain, so it would shift it so it wouldn't hurt so much. And it started to hurt worse and got more intense. And then the back of my upper leg, because you want to think that I'm having nerve pain, so wherever the sciatic nerve runs down, it runs down from your spinal cord through your butt area and down the back of your leg through the nerve. So the pain was following the nerve. And it was such intense pain, I tried to get up just to go to the bathroom. And I couldn't even stand up. It hurt too much. Just the force that your body uses to just stand, it hurt way too much and I couldn't do it. So I emailed my professor and told her I wouldn't be in, and I told her why. I haven't gotten an email from her yet, but that's because class just got out until 45 minutes ago, so she probably hasn't had time to check her email, which is totally fine. She already knows that I have a backpack and everything. And basically, I was in so much pain that I took some pain medicine and I went to sleep. And I slept until, I don't know, it said like 12:11 on the clock. When I looked at it. Yeah, it's now 12:22 in the afternoon. And, I mean, this is very, very hard for me because I love school. And I hate missing classes. I only miss class if things are really bad and my pain is just really bad. Even with pain medicines now, granted, I'm only taking hydrocodone, which is Vicodin. I'm not taking oxycodone, which is, in my opinion, a bit more stronger than the hydrocodone. I find it to be. Not everyone does, but that's just my experience. But when you start, where I go for medical help, they want you to sign a contract that you're not going to do any other type of street drug or narcotic type of drug or whatever, and they do urine tests to make sure and all that stuff, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but say for instance you run out of like oxycodone and you're in so much pain and you take a hydrocodone, and then the next day you have a urine test, they're gonna not let you have the pain meds that you need. Not that that would happen, but I just don't want to have to sign a contract and be bound to whatever they say, because if I need to take something different for pain, I will. I'm not going to let a contract stop me. So I just don't want to put myself in that situation. But anyway, I'm sort of rambling. I did want to talk about the experience after you have a surgery, because there might be people out there who are going to have surgery on their back. And I don't know about other types of surgeries. I'm just going to talk about having the cystectomy surgery specifically, because that's what I had. I waited a long time before I had surgery, and I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend that if you're having a lot of pain and it's disrupting your life, and the pain is greater than your quality of life, have the surgery. Because I waited and waited because I was afraid, because they told me it's a 50-50 chance. It'll either work or it won't, and if it doesn't work, then things will be worse. And that terrified me. But what they didn't tell me was that 50-50% is slim in terms of it not working. And I let fear run and dictate what I was going to do for my health, which wasn't the best thing to do. So I was in excruciating pain, and my disc was so large that that's what the doctor said. It was extremely large. They took a lot of it out, more than normal. It was extremely large, and you don't want to have that kind of pain. You don't. So I would recommend that as soon as it starts to interfere with your daily living, have the surgery. Get an MRI so they know what's going on, and then get scheduled for surgery. The next part is what you do before you have the surgery. So say you have the surgery and it's 2 weeks out. What I would suggest is that you change your diet for the surgery. So if you eat a lot of meat and potatoes and things like that, you're going to want to cut down. The first week, I would suggest introducing more liquids into your diet. And I don't mean soda and coffee and stuff like that. I mean water, not vitamin water, water, real water, because you don't want to have any added sources going into your body, like sugar or anything else that they have in these drinks. So, you're going to want to eat more foods that are water-based, like watermelon and things like that, and eat less and less of those hard foods. And on week 2, you want to pretty much be on a liquid diet. And the reason for this is that when you go into surgery and they give you the anesthesia can make you extremely constipated. And I'm not talking just a little bit. I'm talking, I don't want to say this and be gross, but you can be so constipated that you could end up going back to the hospital and having them disimpact you. If you don't know what that is, just look it up. That could happen because it becomes so large a quantity. And that is what happened to me. It was so large a quantity. I ended up doing it myself, and I made it through, but you don't want to even go there in the first place. So make sure that you drink a lot of water, lots of water, especially by the second week that before your surgery. You want to make it to a completely liquid diet. That way, when you're out of surgery, and plus taking the pain meds that they give you after will cause constipation as well. So you want to be continuously drinking water, even after your surgery. Now, after my surgery, all I wanted to do was sleep. But every time I woke up, that's when you drink water. Just drink it as much as you can, when you can, and that way things will be a lot easier. And if you feel the need, like if you can't do a water diet and you have to eat, meat and potatoes and those kind of big items of food, make sure that you use MUM, which is milk of magnesia. I usually use the Phillips wild cherry. It's not too bad in taste. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I can handle it, so I would suggest that because it helps to make things less painful. And make sure that I just want you guys to be prepared if you are going to have surgery, because this happened to me and it was like 3 days of hell that I went through because of it, and I just don't want that to happen to somebody else, because it's very painful and it's scary, and right after surgery you don't want to be dealing with that kind of thing, because you need to rest and heal, so I hope this was helpful for people who are about to have surgery. Make sure that you drink as many fluids as you can. Try to reduce the amount of I call them big food items. What I mean is like eating meat. You want to stay away from like the big carbohydrate kind of foods. Don't eat chips, don't eat, those kind of foods. Stick with like fruits and vegetables, fiber-based foods. That way it's constantly cleaning yourself out. So, I know I kind of look like crap today, but I feel like crap. I'm in a lot of pain. That's why I'm just laying here in my bed. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to you guys soon.